in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Buffalo Bills. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. 80 weapons. Shit. He's checking. Crash. Switch.
And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
36.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A quick pass out to Aguilar. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 45-yard line.
Set. 15 line. 15 line. 54. I'm trying to collect. Check. Ready, go. Ready.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Let's go. 70. Indy. Pilot. 64. Reed.
Here we go. D, get off the field. Check it out, Reed. Kill. Joker.
Now a toss play to Eckler. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 30.
You just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Blue down. Hey, watch that.
Hey.
Right, 54. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Recon. 132 fighter.
Check.
Smith.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On the double. Greystone travel. Hey, exit.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Look at me. Zipper.
Mike 54. Here we go.
Buzz.
54 Mike. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
Now.
To throw on second down. Eason. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it'll bring up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Let go, defense.
Hey, Urban.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Hey, Haywood.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming. Double up.
From the gun, Eason completes it to Aguilar. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a fourth down.
Complete to Nelson Aguilar. It's a gain of 8, but it brings up fourth down.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Mike 54. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Topper. Get it.
They're going to try and throw. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
Go. Hey, Mike 7.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. It's our time. It's our time.
49. Check 49. Go.
On first and 10, Eason caught by Allen. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Running on first down, Eckler. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
General West.
I'm coming. Check. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Yes.
He's coming. We got double up.
Hit it.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Allen now looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Jim, 6-6, pull it high. Jim.
Throwing is Allen on third. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken from just outside the 30. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Go.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey, Wahoo!
Oh, here we go. Oh, hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Here we go. Mike, check 33. 33. Watch the run. Check 43. Check.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his man. It's Williams. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator.
A give. Eckler running to the right. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
64, weak. Check 13. Check 13. Come.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On 2nd down, Eckler. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, really in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Let's go, D, let's go. Let's get there. Check 31, check 31. Watch twins, watch twins.
Bravo.
54, right there, 54 Mike. Nice, sweetheart.
Look at me, zipper.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Allen. This one caught by Tyler Ervin. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Middle.
From the gun, it's Allen. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on first down is Allen. Going to throw right side here, complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Safarian Jenkins has it. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And again, it's Allen. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Tight. 5 wide.
Now Allen throwing again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Check. Alert.
SOS.
Now Allen again. He's going to fire one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Now looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Check 3. Regular.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bills have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Watch out. Alert flare. Check. Fresno. Bang.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
General West.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Second tone, defense. Let's go. Watch the eye.
Go.
Hey, switch gears.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Alert 3.
Now.
Watch the slant. Motion.
Why? Get 22 jet bombers. 22 jet snap.
On the counter, here's Gordon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Down. 50, plant. 6-6, pull it high.
Set it tall, fellas. Let's set it.
Off the play fake. Eason nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Kwiatkowski in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack.
Mike 5-4. Run it.
Get it.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
They'll run here with Eckler. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. It's Eckler again. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Yeah.
On 3rd down, it's Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. Able to slither by. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play here for the Bills. 49 yards. On first down, Irvin. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down. On third and short, Irvin. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Irvin. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And the Bills have tied the game here in the fourth. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check your hot read. Kill, kill, kill.
Yep.
Kill, kill. Joker, 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 joker. Let's go.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Target, 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 target. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. There.
Yo, jackrabbit, come on.
Check. Shift.
Yo, go. Hey, gone.
To the backfield.
Ready?
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
You got tight right there.
61, matchbox lights.
Mike 5-4. It's a party now.
Snap.
Operating from the gun. Eason. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Under 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, Eason. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them, an absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Bills, they'll wrap up the campaign an impressive 15-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for our visitors, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. But more importantly, they'll get a week to rest as they've earned a first-round bye in this year's playoffs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
I'm Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. Gotta call back up. Don't really need down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big.